Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. On this channel, I share practical guidance on visa processes, immigration pathways, and related topics to help you make informed decisions. If you are unsure about your visa options or planning your next step, consider subscribing and enabling notifications so you stay updated with the latest developments. Before continuing, please review the legal disclaimer provided in the comment section of this video. Now let us go over an important update from Immigration Australia. If you are planning to study in Australia, then this is one of the most important videos you will watch because many student visa applications are delayed, questioned, or even refused, not because of academics, but because applicants fail to properly understand and demonstrate the true cost of living in Australia. And here is the reality most students discover too late. Australia is not cheap, and immigration authorities expect you to prove that you can genuinely afford to live there without struggling. So in this video, I will break down the complete cost of living for international students in Australia from start to finish, including the latest financial requirements, real monthly expenses, hidden costs, and smart strategies to manage your finances effectively. And stay with me until the end because I will also show you how to structure your financial documents in a way that strengthens your visa application. Let us begin with the most important update, the official cost of living requirement. As per the latest updates, the Australian government has increased the minimum financial requirement for student visa applicants to ensure that students can genuinely support themselves during their stay. You are now expected to show approximately 24,500 Australian dollars per year for living expenses alone, and this is separate from your tuition fees. Now, here's the key point. This is the minimum benchmark. Your actual expenses can be higher depending on your lifestyle and city, so never plan your budget based only on the minimum requirement. Now, let us break down the real cost of living step by step. First major expense is accommodation. This is your biggest cost. If you stay in student accommodation or shared housing, you can expect to pay anywhere between 150 to 300 Australian dollars per week, depending on the city and type of accommodation. Major cities like Sydney and Melbourne are more expensive. Regional areas are relatively more affordable. If you choose private rental, your costs can go even higher. Now, here's a smart tip. Sharing accommodation significantly reduces your expenses and is very common among international students. Next is food and groceries. On average, students spend around $80 to $150 per week on food. Cooking at home can reduce your costs significantly compared to eating out regularly. Next is transportation. Public transport costs vary by city, but you can expect to spend around $30 to $60 per week. Students often get concessions depending on the state and institution. Next is utilities and internet. If not included in your rent, you may spend around $20 to $40 per week on electricity, gas, and internet. Next is health insurance overseas. Student health cover is mandatory. This can cost around $500 to $700 per year depending on your provider and coverage. Next is miscellaneous expenses. This includes clothing, entertainment, study materials, and personal expenses. You should budget at least $50 to $100 per week for this category. Now let us calculate a realistic monthly budget. Accommodation can range from $600 to $1,200 per month. Food can range from $300 to $600 per month. Transport can be around $100 to $200 per month. Utilities and internet can be around $100 to $150 per month. Miscellaneous expenses can be around $200 to $400 per month. So overall, a student may need between 1,300 to 2,500 Australian dollars per month depending on lifestyle and location. Now let us talk about tuition fees. Tuition fees vary depending on your course and institution. They can range from 15,000 to 45,000 Australian dollars per year. Higher education courses like engineering, medicine, and business can be more expensive. Now let us talk about work rights. Students are allowed to work limited hours during their studies and full time during scheduled breaks. However, here is the most important thing. You should never rely entirely on part time work to fund your living expenses. Immigration expects you to already have sufficient funds before arriving. Now, let us talk about hidden costs that most students do not plan for visa application charges: airfare, initial accommodation setup, bond payments for rentals, furniture and household items, study materials, emergency expenses. These can add up quickly in your first few months. Now, let us talk about financial evidence for your visa. This is where many applications fail. You must show that you have access to sufficient funds to cover tuition fees, living expenses, travel costs. Your financial documents must be clear, consistent, and credible. Bank statements should show genuine funds over time, not sudden deposits. If you have a sponsor, their income and financial capacity must also be clearly documented. Now let us talk about recent trends and updates. Australia has increased financial scrutiny on student visa applications. There is a stronger focus on genuine financial capacity, source of funds, consistency of financial documents, ability to sustain living expenses. This means weak or unclear financial evidence can lead to delays or refusal. Now let me give you a winning strategy. Do not rely on minimum figures. Plan for realistic living costs. Maintain clear financial records. Avoid unexplained large deposits. Prepare documents early, and always align your financial story with your application. If you follow this approach, your application becomes stronger and more credible. And here's the final truth. Studying in Australia is an investment. And like any investment, it requires proper financial planning. If you are applying for an Australia student visa, careful planning of your cost of living, financial documentation, and budgeting strategy is essential to avoid complications later in your application, and we can assist you in this entire process from start to finish, no worries. We hope you have found this information useful. If you would like personalized immigration advice based on your situation, you can reach us round the clock by calling or sending a text message on our WhatsApp mobile number +64221786007, also provided in the comments section of this video, and we will get in touch with you as soon as possible. If you found this update helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who might benefit. We will be back again with another interesting update very soon. Thank you for watching.